assembled here with humility and determination to save the Hindu values, to save the estate of the Hindu gods, and to ensure that the Hindu Maryada in the temples will not be disturbed. Sabarimala has been in the news for all the wrong reasons. And this time, a very sordid tale. In 2018 or 19, one Unni Krishnan Potti offers to the board that he will change and renew the gold plating of the dwarams of the Shri Kovil, of the dwarpals on both sides, Peetham and other places. His capacity, his antecedents, and his devotion to the God is not evaluated. He is highly connected. I have seen his photographs with Mrs. Sonia Gandhi. And he has money. The money and the position make a very intoxicating mix. So, the usual tests, the usual verification of facts is all ignored. The rules and the dharmic maryada is ignored. The judicial orders are ignored. And the board passes a resolution accepting his proposal. Something strange, something that usually does not happen or should not happen. He is given permission. Later, the special commissioner appointed by the High Court submits a report that not only his consent was not taken for it, he was not even informed, which is the violation of the court order because that special commissioner was appointed by the court. Then there is a dharmic maryada. Before you take out anything from the Shri Kovil, you have to take certain permissions, including the permission of the god. According to the astrological shastras, Deshik shastras, which are about the place from which it has to be taken out, and the Shastra Maryada. All three is not done. There is a rule that whatever is to be done to any artifacts or any important things of the mandir shall be done within the precincts of the mandir. That also is not done. They allow the doors, the dwarpals, the pedums and other material to be taken out of the temple and transported to a firm in Tamil Nadu. The capacity and expertise of that firm is also not checked up, not verified. This wholesale ignorance of the procedures, the rules, and the Shastric Maryada should have alerted everybody there that whatever is being done is being improperly done. Then the firm says that we shall not do the electroplating by the basic Shastric method. He will do it with some other method. Whether that is in accordance with Shastras. When the special commissioner comes to know of it, submits a report to the court reads that report and finds out that the commissioner was not even informed of it. The court directs an investigation. The court directs that records be produced before it. And the court is told on the next date of hearing that the records are not available. Whatever is received in the temple has to be included in the register. Whatever is taken out of that is to be recorded in a register. All those registers are missing. The court then says, on its own motion, to make it a writ. To make it a writ petition, suo motu. Nobody has complained. The court suo motu takes that action. And then the Supreme Court finds that it is not appropriate and enough for the special commissioner to inquire, for the local police to inquire. It forms an SIT. The SIT investigates, finds out that the two former presidents of the Devaswam board are involved in it. They are arrested. But then nobody easily becomes the president of the board. Somebody becomes the president of the board only when he is well connected. And it is widely known and said that those two persons, the former presidents, they are well connected with the government of the day, with the party of that day. And therefore the chief minister makes a comment that this is a minor incident. Is it a minor incident? I asked the chief minister, 4.5 kilogram of the gold of the Bhagwan, of the Lord, has been stolen away, ignoring all procedures. Is it a minor thing? By saying this, you are affecting the investigations. You are conveying to the SIT and the police which is under you that they need not do their job seriously. And whatever they do, they should try to protect. Unni Krishnan at that time lived in Bangalore. The firm to which this job was entrusted is in Tamil Nadu. The ramifications of this incident are not limited to Kerala. The conspiracy, the breach of trust, the theft and the loot, it has an interstate ramifications. So when the government officers are in the dock, when the chief minister and his party, we have suspicions against them, when there is evidence of the highest Congress leadership being involved into it, then definitely it is not a matter to be investigated by the local police or the SIT. To get at the truth, the real truth, to catch the culprits, it has become necessary that the government refers this matter to the CBI. It would be good for their own credibility also. And if it is not done, then we would believe that they are anti-Hindus and the winds of changes that have overturned their power in Trivandrum, Thiruvananthapuram would then spread to the whole of Kerala. Friends, in 1811 our temples were taken over by the government. What for? So at that time it was said that we are taking over the temples for better administration. Is this the better administration that they told us? When the king of Travancore made the first law for running the temples by the states, he stated that the temples are the public responsibility. The state is taking over the administration of the temples and the state would pay for it. But subsequently this was changed. The state would not spend money but would run the temples. The state does not run or administer mosques. The state and the government does not run the temples. Not the Jain mandirs, not the Bauddha mandirs. If you do not run temples, if you do not run the religious places of other religions, why have you selected only the Hindus for such kind behavior? Do you think that the Hindus cannot manage their temples? I have seen the studies published by Shri Dharampalji of the surveys made by the British officers in Tamil Nadu and Bengal before the temples were taken over. And the British officers had reported that all the temples that they surveyed had a Gaushala. All the temples had a Gurukul. Our all dance forms are dedicated to the gods. Our all music is dedicated to the gods. So all cultural functions were held in the temples. All the moments of joy and sorrow, the marriage and the obituaries, they were held in the temples. The dispute resolution was done in the temples. The temples were not only a place for worship, but they were the nerve center of all the Hindu life of that town. And therefore the East India Company in the beginning and the British government later, they decided to take over the temples to ensure that the temples lose their social purpose. They took over the temples. And this continued in the independent India also. The temples are run by the government with Hindu society not having any stake into it. We can go and pray and come back. All the other activities that glued our society together taking place in the temples has gone away. There are many temples in the villages and other places where the deep and prasad, even that is not offered. So therefore, this awakening This awakening for a CBI inquiry into the whole affair will not stop here. From this place, we make a call upon the Kerala government with determination. Give us back our temples. You shall not run our temples. The temples would be run by the Hindu society. And they would become the center of rejuvenating the Hindu cause. The Hindu society will not allow the temple lands to be appropriated or misused or lost. The Hindu society will ensure that all the monies that come to the coffers of a temple is dedicated to the temple, is used only for Hindu cause and for nothing else. Not roads, not institutions. You all are aware that there is a Vaishno Devi temple, a very famous temple. It built up a grand medical college. It was granted the permissions to do so. The first batch, the government selected the students to be admitted into the first batch. Of the 50% students that were selected in the first batch, as many as 43 were Muslims. Surely, the people who donate to a temple, who make offerings to a temple, do not do it for roads or other activities or for teaching the persons of other religions. So our demand today includes that the Devaswam boards be disbanded, the temples be returned to the Hindu society. If you support this demand, you can clap for it. The issues that hurt our society include Article 29 of the Constitution also. It gives a right to the minorities only to establish and administer their educational institutions. If the Hindus collect money, make a beautiful college, they have no right to administer it themselves. The government orders and other things bind them to an extent that they can't even hire or fire a chaprasi. And they are crippled to run it. You must have heard that Ramakrishna Mission had filed a petition in the Supreme Court praying that it be declared that the Ramakrishna Mission order is not a Hindu order. It is a separate, independent religion different from Hinduism. That petition was rejected. However, I met the person who had filed that petition, the principal of a college in Bengal. I asked him, Swamiji, do you consider that Ramakrishna Paramahans, Sharda Ma, Swami Vivekananda were not Hindus? His eyes became moist. He was in tears. He folded his hands and said, no, never. We are a part of Hinduism. Then why did you file that petition, sir? Why did you sign it? The answer was that I was running a college of the mission in Bengal. The communists ensured that they have their own trade unions. The officers ensured that whatever we do, we do it at their dictates. It became impossible to run the college. So we thought that if we are treated as a minority, then we would be able to run our college. Therefore, we asked the central government also, do not take away the rights that we have given to minorities. We have no grudge with it. But why do you think that the majority of this country, we Hindus, should not have the similar rights to establish and administer our own colleges and other educational institutions? So therefore it is time now to holistically examine the situation, to find out what is it that ails the Hindu society, which are the spots where Hindus are hurt and punished for being a majority. Why should the religious minorities that never suffered any discrimination on the basis of their religion be entitled to special benefits? So therefore, this awakening that I am seeing today, this unity that we are witnessing, the vigor with which we are fighting, has to make a holistic determination of all these issues and continue to be on the roads till we succeed. I have come here to convey one message. The Sabarimala issue is now not confined within the boundaries of Kerala. It's an issue that concerns the whole society in the whole of Bharat. The Vishwa Hindu Parishad hereby promises that we will take it to all the nooks and corners of the country. We will involve the Hindus of the country to ensure that Maryada is restored, the estate is restored, and we can run our religious places as per our dharma and conscience.